Hey everyone, my name is Matt and welcome to Cobb Hill Farms. Well, we're in the midst of this Arctic blast, polar vortex, whatever you want to call it. It sure is cold. We've changed up a few things in our normal day-to-day operations when it comes to the animals in preparation for this cold. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through chores and show you what we have changed. And also, we're about halfway through our hay feeding season. So we're going to look at our hay supply, see what we got left, and we'll go from there. We're going to start right here with the chickens. Well, that didn't take long to freeze up. That's kind of what I figured. We'll give them this one instead for now. Probably one of the biggest changes that we're making here on the farm when it comes to this cold weather is right here with our egg layers. The first thing we're doing is we're going to rotate through 3 different waters. Yeah, I could put a hot plate or heated water out here and run an extension cord from the main coop out here, but you know, it's not really a big deal. For a few days, we have the waters. We could just rotate through them. When one's froze, we just bring another one out with fresh, clean water. And it just works out well this way. If I do this 3 or 4 times a day, it's not a big deal. Feeding for the ladies has pretty well stayed the same. No changes there. I come out first thing in the morning before I head off to drive school bus and put down their morning ration of feed. And then in the evening, after I get home from my afternoon bus run, I'll come down, check things out, and if they need a little bit more feed, then I'll give them some. But usually that's the process every day, so nothing new there. And the other change has to do in here. And there's one in there. One in there. 2 in there. And 1 in there. That's it for today so far. Bye, ladies. I normally collect eggs usually in the evening when we're doing afternoon, evening chores. But when it's this cold, I like to periodically check the hen boxes throughout the day and collect any eggs that might be in them. There's no sense in letting them crack and go to waste. And obviously, with it being so cold, you run that risk. So I don't want them to go to waste. So that's something we do too. Here's Clyde. And for you, Bonnie. These 2 are down to just 1 feeding a milk replacer per day. When we first got them, we were feeding them twice a day. The milk replacer we're using is a 2220 medicated milk replacer. It's 22% protein, 20% fat content. It has all the vitamins, nutrients they need for healthy growing. When the calf's born, it's very important for it to receive colostrum from its mother within the first 24 hours. Because a calf is born with no immune system whatsoever, and that colostrum from the mother contains everything that that calf needs to build its immune system and keep it healthy throughout its life. So the first 24 hours of that calf's life, it's very, very important for it to have good quality colostrum from its mother. You got milk nose. We also like to make sure they have an ample amount of starter feed available along with hay to eat, because let's face it, if they're eating, their body has to digest what they're eating, and while their body's digesting, it's also creating heat that's going to help keep them warm. We also have a nice layer of straw for them to lay on, and over in the corner especially is where they really like to lay. They can burrow down into that. They got something nice, soft, and warm to lay on. So I think they're going to be good through the next couple days. But it's like anything else. We'll just keep an eye on them. Hey, look. I remembered to plug the New Holland in this time. Well, are you going to be frozen or not? Well, that was kind of a dumb question. That's all it takes, just a little bit of heat. Yeah, we'll hang this bag up in the garage. First stop is the barn to do the calves water. And I'll plug the tank heater in as needed. Alright, now for the big cows. Now that their water's filling, it's time to grain them. Nothing's changed with their grain. They're still getting 2 buckets a day. Ladies, eat up. Put on that weight. Ah, looks like the water tank's about full already. It don't look too awful bad in here. We're really getting a nice layer of bed pack in here. It's probably, I don't know, 8-10 inches deep by now. Logan and I put about a half a round bale in here the other day with the anticipation of the cold weather. A little bit heavier than normal. We wanted something for them to be comfortable to lay down on. It was a pretty hard crust on top, so we knew that they were going to be spending a lot of time in here, so we wanted to make it as comfortable as possible. Looks like they got enough hay for the rest of the week. Snow covered, but I guess that adds flavor. So how are we setting so far with hay this year? We're doing pretty good. With it being the first part of January, we got 9.5 4x4 round bales right here in the addition. And then in the upper part of the old barn, there's, I don't know, somewhere around 22 bales in the top of the barn. So we're feeding out 1 round bale a week per the 5 full-grown cows that are out here in the pasture. The calves, they're just eating small squares, second cut in small squares. So that doesn't equate into anything that we have round bale wise. So I think we're setting pretty good. I do have some baleage that I'm supposed to go get at some point. I think we allocated 10 baleage bales. I don't know if I'll need all 10, but that's what we got promised. So we'll go get those here at some point, and that added protein will help put on some weight for the ladies that are going to go here to the butcher in late spring, early summer. It's always a good feeling knowing you got more than enough hay to feed your animals, and we'll even probably have a little bit to carry over into next year. I had somebody ask me here not long ago in a comment if I had fluid in the tires on the back of the New Holland, and I do not. I built a bracket for the 3-point hitch to be able to hang 100-pound IH suitcase weights off of. That's how I add weight to the back of the tractor when I need it. To me, putting fluid in the tires on this would be a little bit overkill. 98% of the time, the tractor does exactly what I need the way it is. And the way I look at it is that's extra weight all the time that tractor has to get moving forward and back. And over time, you know, that could put some added stress on the hydrostat system. So in my mind, why put that added weight on when 98% of the time I really don't need it? If I need weight, I can just hang suitcase weights on the back. Chores are done. I'm going to take this pump back down to the house, put it in the basement. That's where it goes every night to keep it from freezing, so it's always ready for use. So that's a look at what we do for chores, and we didn't really change a whole lot what we normally do with this cold weather coming in. About the only thing we really, do extra is mostly with the egg layers, but other than that, it's business as usual. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, as always, we ask you to subscribe. We hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.